is that?
I've never felt so isolated in my life. There was some sort of animal like growling for what seemed like hours. Making our way into Adelaide City this morning, walking through the Adelaide Botanical Gardens soon. Found this nice little walk track from our caravan park that takes about half an hour to get there, and we're just feeling very good. You can smell the pine cones and the breeze is nice, and just a good, it's just a good day ahead of us.
There's like a little seat up there and everything.
What a lovely morning it is, Alyssa!
Oh, hi there.
Any city's always interesting to go and explore, isn't it? Just for at least a day.
Especially when you get to walk through a beautiful garden just beforehand.
I know, we get to walk through
it's like prepping your soul before you hit the chaos.
That's true. Now this is a lot of bats. Wow. They are all through the canopies of the trees here, look at this. Where's your mummy gone? What do you reckon that guy's up to, Lissy? It's an interesting form of interpretive dancing, I'd say.
I'm a Max, love dancing.
His choice of pink is extraordinary. I think it's time we get some tucker. What do you think? Time to get some lunch? What do you feel like? We've got every type of food that you can think of. What do you think? We've got bakery treats. We can't do that. We get them everywhere. We could get what about some like nice wok noodles or some like stir fry veggies or some sushi? Let's get some lunch, come on. That was a cracker of a day in Adelaide City. I definitely recommend staying at Adelaide Caravan Park. is a pretty good little caravan park for about $50 a night. So we've stayed for 2 nights, and on the day in between we've walked into Adelaide. It was about a 25-minute walk through the Botanical Gardens, which was extra special. And Rundle Mall is nice. It's all nice and close, and there's plenty of beautiful historic buildings to check out and the art gallery, and I would highly recommend this little way of doing it in Adelaide City if you've got a motorhome or a caravan, or just a nice way to do it. So time to leave the flippin' Adelaide city and get to our next destination. We're heading a bit further north today. Let's see where we get to. Goodbye Adelaide Caravan Park. Thank you for letting us swim in the glorious pools of your chlorination. Well, this is our spot for the night. The White Cliffs Reserve. This is going to be without doubt our most isolated camping spot.
What the flip is that? What the heck is that? Oh my gosh. What is that? I've never heard that before.
Good morning, Mummy.
Morning.
Here we are at the beautiful White Cliff Reserve here just north of Adelaide City. I've never felt so isolated in my life. There was some sort of animal like growling for what seemed like hours, but now we've got this beautiful morning where the birds are the pretty much only sound you can hear, and the ducks flapping around in the dam down here and the river down here. And yeah, it's just a beautiful little spot. It's been a very isolated sort of trip. You don't see any cars on the road. There's a lot of dirt roads out here, but it's real pretty. Yay! This little man has learned how to clap.
I know, so early.
There we go, it's a clapping.
Clap, clap, clap your hands.
That's him. Lyric knows how to clap. Look at those claps. Been loving cooking up a lot of things on this little grill outside here. It's so nice to be outdoors as well, like just cooking outside. I feel like it's such a nice way to kind of live like this, because you're constantly immersing yourself in these beautiful views we've got around us every day. What are you guys up to? You having your toast? Hey, having a little snuggle? You guys are so freaking cute. So the rest of the plan for today, we're gonna just make our way towards the Flinders Ranges. I haven't done much research on this area, so I'm gonna check it out and see what it's like. We'll see where we get to today. It's kind of exciting doing this part of the journey because I can't honestly hear a thing out here. I can't hear a car, I can't hear anything, and it's kind of got this like scary feeling because you're not used to it, but at the other hand it's just incredible to experience so much isolation and freedom. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see as we go further north. It's probably going to be more and more isolated until we get to the Flinders Ranges. We'll hit the road soon, so we're not driving in the heat too much, and maybe stop for lunch if we can find somewhere cool, and then see where the road carries us next. As we were leaving the town, this sign says the land of the Bunyip. And Alyssa looks at me and goes, what the heck is a Bunyip? I've got no idea. So she does a little bit of research. She finds out that the Bunyip is an Aboriginal mythical creature where it would always scare the tribes that this creature would come out of the water and freak them out. In that local town of Coolunga, some sheep shearers were eating by the river one day when apparently this mythical creature comes up and scares them. They all run. I think days later they go back. I'm just imagining with like their pitchforks, but in this case they had dynamite. They apparently blew up this river but couldn't find the remains of this Bunyip. So the legend is still alive. I'm not going to lie, Alyssa and I both looked at each other and we thought, that noise that we heard went on for hours. It was kind of, I thought I could kind of hear it like moving around a bit. I'm so used to hearing sounds where I'm used to living in the bush where there's always activity going on, but I haven't heard anything like that. And I know I'm not, used to sounds of the South Australian animals, but I don't know, that was a little bit of it was a different sound, let's just put it that way. I'm glad I hadn't heard that story before we camped there. Anyway, did we really come across the mythical creature of the Bunyip?